We at Nurture UK have been championing inclusion for over 50 years, and Nurture really embodies everything that a school should be. It's about caring for children, it's about understanding them, it's supporting their social and emotional development.
The teachers here, they build such good bonds with you, and it makes it so much better, like coming to school and stuff.
We realised that we needed to do things differently, and we wanted to sort of focus on how we can sort of build really positive relationships with our students and with our parents and carers in particular. Behaviour certainly has improved, so yes, generally the school culture, you can hopefully see that you've got a really positive environment, a calmer environment. We've seen an improvement in attendance as well.
And Nurture really isn't a piece of wallpaper, it's a driving force, and it is the blood that runs through our veins. We couldn't run this school without Nurture, and we're really passionate about it.
The first step for Nurture we always suggest is utilising the Boxall profile. It's a tool that we have created and nurtured for over 50 years, and it's a strength-based tool that really assesses children's social and emotional developmental needs.
All teaching staff have been trained in using the Boxall profile, so they can all do them on any pupil at any time if they want to. But what we decided to do was do whole cohorts of children. So we Boxall profiled reception, year 2 and year 4. What we did then is use that information to create our Nurture groups for the following autumn term.
You do the Boxall profile and then you put the strategies in place, and it's giving those children, again, belief in themselves and also helping the staff.
I think it's important to recognise their strengths and weaknesses and get them to own some of their own learning and recognise that sometimes it's difficult and making mistakes is okay, and then we can learn from that and we can build on that.
I think it's important as well to sort of acknowledge that some of the experiences these children have had, they haven't developed certain skills, and so they aren't able to be in the right part of the brain to actually learn. So until we get those skills developed on how they can regulate their emotions and get a bit of an understanding why they respond the way they do.
The Nurture programme at the school is really inclusive. Each child is, while we're a school community, we can see each child's needs and individual needs being taken into consideration within that in the classroom.
There are little areas where they can go to if they feel a bit overwhelmed. They can take time out. There are the support staff that are there to help them.
We run a lot of interventions in the hub. We're a safe space for children who just need a little touch base in the morning, might need a soft landing.
There are many interventions that run in the sensory room. I would say the most frequent one is champion time, which is a provision for both autistic and ADHD children to come and talk to me about what they're finding difficult about school.
And then when I started coming to the hub, it changed it completely, so I really enjoyed coming to school.
Having a nurture approach and young people having discrete nurture lessons definitely has an impact on where there's challenging behaviour and perhaps where there's pure conflict.
I think one of the most important things is, particularly for me and I know other staff members, is looking at the language that we use and embedding that, the more nurturing language that we then model to our students as well.
You will hear quite regularly the argument that Nurture is not for a secondary school setting, it's not for older students. I couldn't disagree with that more. All people in schools, adults as well, are emotional beings, and we feel very strongly that they need to be treated as such. Being able to support and enable them all is absolutely fundamental if you were to run certainly a successful school.
So I've noticed that the quieter of my 2 children, who's at the infant school, is becoming more confident to speak about how she's feeling.
My daughter also can identify how she's feeling through a couple of years ago the school brought in the zones of regulation, so she can identify how she's feeling, and she's got strategies on how to get back into the green zone.
I usually go to my key worker, which is Mahoney. She always helps me out in some way or another, either by taking me out the classroom or just tackling the situation head on.
To look outside of your school and look for support sometimes quite difficult. So to build those links with everybody is so important. And nurture helps you do that. It helps you identify that. One of the children that I have been working with was unable to express how they were feeling. Through sand play, that child now speaks.
I think I'd find it really hard to imagine how you could develop inclusive practice and develop practice that directly meets the needs of young people unless nurture is absolutely at the heart of it.
When you start out, what it helps you identify is actually how much you already do. And I think that sets you up to think, actually, we do this.
I've been very lucky to see what happens in a school when they adopt a nurturing approach. I've had the pleasure to go to primary schools and to secondary schools, and I've seen a consistent theme across each of these schools. The children are happy. Simple as they are happy to be there, they are confident, they're smiling, there's joy in the classroom.
Key reason for recommending the nurturing approach is because it has entirely changed our school culture.
Nurture is our moral compass and it guides us in every single thing we do.
I really love coming to Homewood because it just gives me a sense of safety and I just feel like I belong here in the hub.